Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and today I'm gonna give you my weekly tarot forecast and advice, and this forecast is for every zodiac sign and for the week starting from March 28th until April 3rd. It's kind of, we are wrapping up the March and we are moving to the first days of April, and it's also a new moon this week, so that's why I decided to get back to the basics and for this forecast to use my Rider Tarot deck. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel not to miss your weekly tarot forecast and advice. And if you want to get your personalized, customized weekly or monthly forecast, please follow all the links below, go to my website and get your forecast there. Okay, so the first zodiac sign we have is Aries. So what should Aries expect in the coming week? For Aries, we have Knight of Wands. That's how it looks. So when it comes to all Knights, they're first of all about speed. As you can see, he's moving somewhere, he's driving somewhere, so it's gonna be a pretty active week for you, my dear Aries. And when it comes to the Knight of Wands, he is about the speed and motion from moving or leaving one place and going to another place. So this week for you, my dear Aries, you may let some things go, you may let some people go, you may have a breakup, you I don't know, like finishing or wrapping up your relationships, or you're moving from one place to another, or you are, because it's also end of the month, or you are let's say finishing and quitting one job, and in April, on the first day of April, you're starting another job. So this week for you, my dear Aries, it's about leaving something, it's about leaving something behind and going and doing something new and moving into the new direction. And it's not like you're finishing and wrapping something up and you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, you like lost all the senses of orientation. Where should I go, what should I do? You are not lost. The thing with the Knight of Wands that you know where to go, because he is already going, he already has this motion, he is going and he knows the direction. So this week, so if something happens during this week, if you have to let people go, if you have to let some things go, let some projects go, it's not going to be an end of the world for you. I just want you to remember during this week, my dear Aries, that it looks like you do have a plan. You have everything settled down. If you, let's say, quit your job at the end of the March, at the beginning of April, you know that you start another job. If you leave your relationships, if you leave your marriage, you know where you're going to go. You already have a plan. So that's why it can be a mix of feelings during this week. You may feel like relief because all those things which you let go, it's been probably a lot for you recently or for a long period of time, and you can finally let them go. So at the same time you feel relieved, but you also feel a bit stressed because something new awaits you. You have now to start building something new, you're moving somewhere new, so it's kind of a new phase in your life. So this week is going to be between past and future, so all tenses are going to get involved. So you need to let your past go and you need to go and build your future. So it can be a lot because of this. It can be a bit overwhelming, but I want you to remember that whatever happens this week, there are already good things which await you. There are things which are going to be given to you. It's not going to be end of the world if something breaks, if something or someone leaves, or you leave somebody. The universe already has everything set out for you, and you shouldn't worry about what should I go, where should I go, what should I do. Everything is already there and you have all the answers and you have all directions. It's just you need to let things go and you need to step into this new adventure, step into this new path. So that's why it's not like, sometimes when we let things go and we are too involved into the past, we are attached to the past, we have some period of time when we don't do anything, we don't know what to do, we are lost. But I want you to know, my dear Aries, you are not lost. everything is gonna be all right. You are on track, you have the motion, you have the things going around. So just continue going what you've already planned and execute all your plans, and everything's gonna be good. So all those things which are gonna disappear from your life during this week, or even people, it means that you don't need them, and it's time to move forward. It's time to start something new. Yes, it may be a bit too much mentally and physically, but I know that you can deal with that. Okay, my dear Aries. Next one we have Taurus. So what should Taurus expect? For Taurus, we have the Devil, the major arcana number 15. That's how it looks. I think last week for Taurus was also a major arcana, and now you're getting the major arcana as well. So it looks like Taurus is undergoing through some important changes in their life. So if you are, let me know in the comments below how you feel for the past week, how you've been feeling. So when it comes to the Devil, so again, it's a major arcana. Again, this week it's important. It's important to pay attention to the things around you, to the people around you, to some opportunities. You should be more conscious about whatever is happening around you. Now let's move to the Devil. So when it comes to the Devil, first of all, it's gonna be this week is gonna be like a roller coaster for you. So your emotions can be all over the place. So one day you are happy, you're buying a car. Next day you are crying because there's something in your relationships. The day after you're getting a job offer, and next day, I don't know, you got in the car accident. So it can be like up and down during the whole week. So that's why your emotional state can be very unstable, and I want you to pay attention to that, because it can be too much of different emotions, of different things going and happening around you. The key idea, what you should pay attention to, is your fears, because the Devil, he is all about darkness in us. He is all about fears, and that fears should control us, and fears can take control over you during this week. So I want you to pay attention to that, because actually you can achieve lots of great things. As I told you, you can buy a car, you can get a new job offer, you can earn more money this week potentially. But what can stop you is that your fears. If you are afraid of failure, if you are afraid that you're gonna lose some money, it's gonna happen. If you are afraid of, I don't know, anything new in your life, and etc., if you're not confident enough, that's what can actually stop you this week from achieving all your goals and getting the positive results and getting the positive outcomes out of this Devil. So pay attention to your fears. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of losing your partner? Are you afraid of losing your job? Are you afraid of failure? So etc. So just ask this question to yourself. When it comes to the Devil, I've said this before, he's all about the dark sides in us. So please pay attention to all your negative behavior traits, how you communicate with the people, how you behave in certain situations. Maybe sometimes you're too aggressive, maybe you're sometimes very arrogant. So just pay attention to that, and also pay attention to your negative and bad habits, unhealthy habits. So if you smoke, if you drink, so try to avoid that. Try to avoid all those negative habits. It's actually better to switch during this week. Try to avoid, I don't know, gambling, playing casino, smoking, doing some, I don't know, money fraud or whatever it can be. So try to avoid all those dark and illegal things during this week, and remember about the negative and bad habits as well. So focus on that during this week. You can achieve great things. Under the Devil, it can be both, right? If you are too into your fears, if you are very afraid of something, this week can be very challenging for you and can actually be negative, with lots of conflicts, with lots of aggression. So work on your fears. Do not be afraid of anything. If you want to achieve, do not actually set up all your goals. If you want to get more money, because it's on the also end of the month, beginning of the month, because if you're planning to set up some goals, let's say for April, do not be afraid to set up financial goals. Like I want to earn more money this week, I want to earn more money this month. Go for it. Just like before you do that, look at your fears, because your fears can stop you from achieving all of those things. Okay, so be very careful, my dear Taurus, during this week. Next one, we have Gemini. So what should Gemini expect? For Gemini, we have Queen of Swords. That's how she looks. So when it comes to the Queen of Swords, as you can see, she has a sword in her hand, and she is sitting at the same time she's holding a sword. They're in general about actions. So she does have a sword, but she is not acting yet. She's not doing anything with the sword. She has it. She is ready for something, but it's not yet a week for you, my dear Gemini, to act or to make some important and crazy changes and like super rush decisions. So pay attention to that. That's why this week it is better to observe. It is better to listen whatever is happening around you. It's better to listen rather than to speak. It's better to observe rather than taking any actions. Please sit and see what is happening around you. And see what is happening, let's say maybe at your work and your relationships and your friendships. What is going on? It's not the week about making all those changes and changing something in general, or making some decisions, or let's say leaving your job or breaking up with your partners. It's not the time yet, because you do need to observe. You do need to see these things which are happening around you. If you make your action right now, there is a high chance of making the mistakes. There's a high chance of having some negative consequences. So I want you to be careful, and I want you this week to be like an observer. Also observe not other people and whatever is happening around you. Observe yourself, how you behave, how you interact with other people, how you position yourself. Are you a good communicator? Are you a good leader? Because Queen, she is a leader. Are you a good leader? How you work with people, how you work in a team. So pay attention to yourself as well. Observe. Maybe sometimes in some situations you need to step out and take a neutral position and have like unbiased position about whatever is happening. So this would be great as well during this week, my dear Gemini. Another problem of Queen of Swords can be that she never shows to other people her true emotions, her true feelings. That's why many people that don't really understand who is she like a person. And that's why I want you this week again to observe yourself, and are you willing to share something with other people? Are you open with other people, especially if we talk about your close bubble, your partner in your relationships, in your marriage, your husband and wife, your friends? Are you open with your friends? Like, do you actually share all your feelings and emotions, or you're still keeping the distance? Because that can be a problem for a Queen of Swords, that she doesn't like to share. Sometimes she wants other people to do that, but she's not willing to share whatever's happening inside of her, and she is not very true about her emotions, about her feelings, because she just doesn't want to talk about them. She doesn't want that. She thinks that sometimes it can make her vulnerable, and this is not the best idea to do. So again, observe and pay attention to that. So that's why overall it is actually a good week to cooperate and work with other people, work in a team. It's not about individual approach, or talk to other people, share something with other people, work with them, come up with some projects, come up with some collaborations, partnerships. So this is a great week for that. One thing to pay attention to is your expenses. So try to avoid unnecessary purchases which you don't need right now, maybe a bit later. Right now, just plan everything out. It's also end of the month. Maybe it's not the right time to buy something. Maybe you have some bills coming up and you suddenly decided to buy something, and I want you just to be more aware of your expenses, making sure that your expenses do not exceed your income. Okay, so just kind of one minor thing for you, my dear Gemini, and for the Queen of Swords. Okay, next one we have Cancer. What do we have for Cancer? For Cancer, we have Three of Swords. That's how the card looks like. Probably you already, when you look at the card, you can see that this is not an easy card. So it's going to be not an easy week for you, my dear Cancer. Sorry. It's going to be a bit challenging and a bit painful. It can hurt during this week. So that's why when it comes to those feelings, as I've said, it can be very emotional week. It can be a bit painful week. So I want you to pay attention to that and do not let your emotions and your pain, whatever is going to happen, take over you, because you may spend the whole days, the whole week just crying, complaining, dealing with something, and by doing that you're missing lots of important things in your life. So just be more careful with that. When it comes to emotional well-being, mental well-being, if you do feel like you need help from someone, go for it. Book a session with a professional, book a session with a therapist, with a psychologist, with anybody, with a coach who can help you with that. And again, if you need to take a break, 1 day, 2 days, okay, it's understandable, it's fine, but I want you to continue going and continue doing all your tasks, even if it feels like you cannot do that, even if it feels like you have too many emotions and too many feelings. I want you to get back to your routine at least, and do your routine, do your work, clean the house, cook at home. It can help as well, but just like try not to get stuck within all those negative emotions and whatever is going to happen inside of you. This is very important for you, my dear Cancer, during this week. Overall, we can see there is a heart here. So when it comes to cardiovascular diseases, overall, be very careful. Do not put a lot of pressure on your heart. If you do any cardio exercises, please do it in a smart way. Be very careful. Do not put too much on yourself. If you want to go do cardio, take it easy, please. Do not kill yourself with all those cardio exercises. Just like do everything stated this week. Okay, this is also very important. But overall, if you feel, again, if you have some problems in your health, it can be physical health, emotional, mental, please contact anybody for the help if you do need that during this week. So it is also a good week just to ask about like what things in life bring you pain, what the things you do not like doing in life and they bring lots of pain to your life. Maybe there are people in your life, maybe you are in toxic and abusive relationships, and this is kind of the week to think about it. This is the week to change the things and remove all those pain factors. I want you to very think about your life this week and how you feel. If you feel you do have pain, if you feel like something is wrong in your life, if you feel like you don't like something, I want you to change that during this week, and I want you to remove this pain. This is the sign that it's okay, it's been enough. Please, let's get rid of that. If you're not in a good relationships, if you are struggling, if you don't feel happy, let's please get rid of all this pain, okay? But overall, for you, my dear Cancer, everything is gonna be good. Just let all those emotions go, and again, do not get stuck into all those negative emotions. Please, this is very important. Your mindset is very important during this week, and I want you to remember that. And again, you can deal with everything, and do not spend the whole day crying. Please go back to your routine. Please do the things during this week. Just take it easy and take it slowly, okay? Next one, we have Leo. What should Leo expect? For Leo, we have 8 of Swords. That's how it looks. So it's gonna be a bit challenging week for Leo. When we look at the card, you can see that you are wrapped, you are blocked, you cannot move, and you cannot see anything. So your actions are blocked, your vision is blocked. So this week it is gonna be like that. So you're not able to act, you're not able to do anything. And it's not like it's die, like you can literally, I don't know, relax your body a little bit and all those bandages, they will just, I don't know, drop on the floor. That's it. I want you to ask yourself, what is blocking me? Usually, in majority of cases, when it comes to the 8 of Swords, those are outside factors. Things you cannot control. You do not have control over them. Something is happening. You have 8 swords around you. It's like kind of a cage, and you cannot go anywhere. You cannot leave this place, even if you remove those bandages. I'm gonna talk right now, like in a couple of seconds, how you can remove them. You cannot step anywhere. You're still blocked. So again, ask what is blocking you and who is blocking me. Maybe it's your partner, maybe it's your boss and manager at work. So what are those outside factors which do not let me take actions and do not want me to take actions and continue moving forward and doing these things? So look at that. But again, you cannot change all those outside factors. You do not have influence over them. That during this week you will have just to deal with whatever is happening and whoever and whatever is blocking you. When it comes to the bandage, I told you that you can get rid of it, and you can do that by looking at your fears. So let's say all those 8 swords around you are outside factors which are blocking you, but all those bandages are your fears. Your fears may block your actions. Your fears may block you from moving and doing the thing. So you should ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What am I afraid in my life, in my work, in my relationships? It can be any sphere in your life. It can be anything. Are you afraid of failure? Are you afraid of losing your partner? Are you afraid maybe your partner is going to cheat on you? Are you afraid that your relationship is going to get ruined completely? Are you afraid of losing your job? So just ask yourself, what am I afraid of? It can be not just one thing, it can be lots of different things, because you are tied. It's not like one thing, just one fear. It looks like there are more than only one thing, and I want you to ask yourself and focus and analyze all your fears, because they are blocking you from achieving the things, and they are blocking you from making any actions at all. When it comes to the blind eyes, I also want you to ask yourself, because again, I said all those bandages, they are related to you, and ask yourself, what am I trying to avoid not seeing? What do I don't want to see? Like maybe you don't want to see some people, maybe you are closing your eyes on some conflicts in your relationships, and you don't want to communicate with your partner, and you don't want to solve all those conflicts. Maybe you're closing your eyes in whatever is happening in the world, and you're just like, I'm just want to close it, I want to see that, and that's it. Again, so ask yourself, what I don't want to see, like what like why I want to keep my eyes closed, like what I'm trying to avoid seeing, why I want to see the whole picture, what is blocking me in general from seeing anything and from taking any action. So those things are within you, so you can change that. At least you can remove all those bandages, and then you can see, you can act and deal with all those outside factors. At least you can adapt to all those things, but you still won't be able to make lots of changes this week. So this week it is gonna be a bit slow, and that's why please take it easy. See whatever is happening around you. Listen, even because you cannot see, right? Listen to whatever is happening around you. Listen what other people say, how other people behave, especially when it comes to the outside factors. I want you to pay attention and listen to other people. Even you cannot see them, but you can listen whatever they're saying, whatever they're thinking about you, and whatever they're talking about you in your back. So pay attention to your environment. Maybe some friends in your environment with whom you can to whom you cannot trust. Are those people like that or not? Maybe it's anybody from your close circle, maybe not. So look at all those outside factors and analyze all those people around you as well. Okay, next one we have Virgo. So what should Virgo expect? For Virgo, we have 8 of Cups. That's how it looks. So when it comes to the 8 of Cups, you can see that I would say this week for Virgo, maybe, or not only this week, maybe you've already started feeling that you've been doing a lot and you've been going through some stages in your life. You've been grinding, you've been moving towards your goals, towards achieving some things in your life. And now you may feel like you're stuck. You may feel like there are no actions, there are no movement. Like, let's say this is the mountain. We have the mountain here. And you've been going up, and you've been making some changes, you've been making some actions, but now you are here. Now it's kind of a steady pace and you want to continue going up, but you cannot. Like something is blocking you, something is going on. Maybe you're not confident enough whether or not you should continue doing that. So this week, my dear Virgos, I want you to analyze like why, and it's you, it's not outside factors, it's you who is thinking like that. It's you who doesn't really want to continue going up, who is kind of a bit in between, not sure about whatever is happening. That's only you who stop yourself from continuing going to the top of the mountain. So ask yourself, why do I feel like that? Why I'm not feeling confident enough continue going up? Am I too tired? Am I like, I don't believe in myself, I lost confidence, I don't know whether or not I should continue going there? So just like ask yourself what's going on with you. Why do you have some doubts, maybe even about yourself? Why you have some doubts, continue doing that? You've been doing quite a lot, and I just don't want you to put all your effort in the garbage bin. I want you just to analyze. Yes, this week can be a bit slow, but it's about analyzing. It's again about looking from the different perspective. Maybe you've been doing something wrong. Maybe you set up a wrong goal. Maybe it wasn't your goal at all and your desire. You've been grinding towards someone's other goal, and it was just like not what you truly want. So I want you to analyze all spheres in your life during this week. It's not only about career and your job and your finances. It also can be about your relationships. Maybe you've been building the relationships with the person, and now you're like, I don't know, I don't feel anything, I don't know, should I continue being in these relationships? And it's totally fine, it's totally okay, but focus this week on asking yourself, and focus this week being connected with yourself and analyzing like, what do I want? Like ask yourself, what do I want? Why I cannot continue going up? What stops me? And that's only about you. There are not really lots of outside factors. It's on you only. The key idea here, what I want you to know is that if you continue going, you will be surprised and you will be happy with the end result. It's just like kind of the stage right now when you need to figure out how to continue going up, in what direction should you continue going up, because we have two mountains here. Should you go up here? Should you go up there? But again, this is a sign for you that you shouldn't go back. The best plan for you, the best picture for you is gonna be when you get to the top. And again, your end result is going to exceed your expectation. It's gonna even exceed like whatever you planned at the beginning, your goal. It's gonna be even better than you thought. Even right now you struggle, even right now you are not confident. Maybe right now, as I said, you have lots of doubts, you don't know what to do and whether or not you should continue doing that. But again, my dear Virgo, I just want you to know that if you continue going and if you continue pursuing what you already started, you are gonna be more happy with the results that you even planned. You will have success and you will get whatever you wanted to get. Maybe it's gonna be a bit different, but the end result is gonna surprise you in a positive way. So the overall idea, my dear Virgos, no matter what's gonna happen during this week, whatever you decide, but again, if you continue going up and if you continue moving in the direction you already started going. So this week it's not about starting anything new. Like, you already have everything, you already have all the answers, you already been doing quite enough, and it's just like this week it's about finding and just like fixing your road, making sure that you are on the right path and you're right track. Like, there are some things to fix, there are some things to take care of. And please continue going, my dear Virgos, because you can get to the top and you can get where you want to be, and you're going to be happy with that, even if it doesn't seem like that right now and during this week. I want you to remember that, okay? Next one, we have Libra. What should Libra expect? For Libra, we have 8 of Wands. That's how it looks. When it comes to the 8 of Wands, you don't really have anybody, or you really don't have anybody here on this card. It's just like 8 Wands. So the idea here is that those 8 Wands, they are flying in your direction. And it's better to hide this week. It's better to take it easy and slowly in order not to have one of those 8 Wands drop on your head and get into trouble. So the less actions you take this week, the better it's going to be for you. The less active you are, the better it's going to be for you. The less you go somewhere, it's just not a week about meeting new people. This week it's not about people at all, as you can see. So this week it is about yourself. It is about doing whatever you already have. So this week it's not a good week for starting anything new. Not a good week to signing any contracts, any documents, or anything. I do not recommend you, my dear Libras, in general, start any new projects during this week or starting a new job, because there is a chance of getting into trouble. There is a chance of making some mistakes. So take it easy. The less, again, actions you do, the more patient you are, the more quiet you are. Please take it slowly. Do not rush your decisions. I just want you to stay calm. Take it easy. Do not really go anywhere. The less active you are, the more passive you are, the better it's gonna be for you, my dear Libras. Because again, remember that one of those 8 Wands can just drop on your head, and it's just better to sit where you are without any extra movement, without anything new. Just get back and stick to your routine, whatever you've been doing the week before, this week. So just focus on that and nothing new. Not a good week, again, as I've said, for meeting new people, going somewhere, going on a trip. Take it slowly, take it easy, and the less problems you will have and face, okay? Next one, we have Scorpio. So what should Scorpio expect? For Scorpio, we have 9 cups. That's how it looks. As you can see, it is a nice card, because even when you look this guy, the way he's sitting, the way he's enjoying his 9 cups, he has a smile on his face and he is happy. He got all those trophies, right? Why won't you be happy? So this is a good and positive week for you, my dear Scorpios. It is a good week for collecting all those trophies, collecting and succeeding in all your projects. So if you've been thinking about starting anything, because again, it's end of the month, beginning of the new month this week, it's also a new moon, so I would encourage you, my dear Scorpios, to start new projects, start new job. I don't know, like look for opportunities, and opportunities will be given to you, my dear Scorpios. So just be more active, collect all those trophies, be more positive about whatever is happening in your life, and do not miss this week of opportunities which are gonna be given to you. The main idea here is that you are collecting all those trophies, you are collecting all this success and opportunities by yourself. So this week it is more about individual approach and individual work. So you are getting something. It's not about other people and working with other people. You can achieve everything by yourself without inviting other people to join you, without asking other people to help you. You have yourself, and that's more than enough, and you can deal with everything by yourself, and you can get all the results and success by yourself. Also a good week to just enjoy the life, whatever is happening in your life, and be grateful for whatever is happening in your life. And if you wanted to treat yourself for a long period of time, it's a great week to do that. If you wanted to buy a new shoes for yourself for a long period of time, go for it. If you wanted to, I don't know, go for a coffee and eat the best croissant in the town, go for it. Just fully do something, just do something nice and pleasant for yourself so you enjoy. This week it's a week about enjoyment, so enjoy whatever you do. If you do not like that, don't do that. I just do not force yourself, my dear Scorpios, this week. Just enjoy all of the processes, enjoy your work. If you feel like you're not gonna like it, if this job is not a good fit for you, if you do not enjoy your job, quit your job. So do something what you like doing in life and make yourself happy this week. Do something nice for yourself, treat yourself properly this week. I don't know, buy something for yourself, as I've said before, but enjoy this week whatever is happening. It's not gonna last forever. I want you to remember that, though. That's why use this opportunity this week. Please use that. Use and wrap up this month of March and start nicely the month of April. So good week for Scorpios. Next one we have Sagittarius. So what should Sagittarius expect? For Sagittarius we have 8 of Swords. That's how it looks. It's gonna be not an easy week for Sagittarius when it comes to the 8 of Swords. Your actions are blocked. You not only actions, but you cannot see the things as well. And we have 8 wands standing around you, and we have the bandage here, and we have bandage on your eyes. So when it comes to the bandage, you can see you can easily relax your body and let all those bandages go. But even if you let them go and you're free, you still have 8 swords around which stop you from going and doing the things. So what it means is that your bandages, how you can remove them and how you can get rid of them and why they're actually blocking you and what is actually blocking you from your actions and from making this week active and doing the things that your fears. Your bandages, those ones are your fears. So ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Maybe you are afraid of failure, and because of you're afraid of failure, you cannot act, you cannot do these things, you are blocked. You like the bandages and the fears, those things which you can control, and you are responsible for those blocks. Those bandages are your blocks made by you, not anybody else. So if you are blocked, you blocking yourself. Like if you are afraid of something, you cannot make the actions, you're afraid of failure, you don't want to start the project because you think it's gonna fail, you have lots of doubts, you're not confident enough in yourself. So work on that, and by working on that you can remove all those bandages and you can free yourself up and you can actually go and do the things. When it comes to your bandages on your eyes, you are kind of blind, right? You do not see the things. The only thing you can do is to listen, right? So again, ask yourself why, like what I'm trying to avoid seeing, or what I don't want to see. Like maybe you are trying to avoid some conflicts. Maybe you actually had a conflict with your partner, let's say, as an example, and you're just closing your eyes. You don't want to see that. You were like, okay, I don't want to talk about that. We're done. And you're not trying to deal with that. You're not trying to resolve this conflict. You just close your eyes and that's it. Like, just ask yourself, on what things I'm closing my eyes, what I'm trying to avoid seeing, what I don't want to see. Like maybe you are avoid seeing some negative things which are happening in your life. Maybe you don't want to pay attention to them. Maybe you don't want to resolve them and you're just trying to avoid them. So this is also the thing you should pay attention to. And all those two things, they are under your control. You are responsible for them. But when it comes to the Eight of Swords, even if you remove all of those things, you are a little bit free, but you cannot act and you cannot leave this place because of the Eight Swords around you. And Eight Swords and eight things, or in general things which are blocking you, are outside factors, and those things you cannot control. Maybe those are people, maybe your partner is blocking you, maybe your partner doesn't let you go somewhere and do those things. Maybe it's your boss at your work who doesn't let you do some projects and you feel like you're blocked. Maybe some things which are happening in the world, you want to go travel somewhere but you're blocked and you cannot leave your country, go anywhere. So Eight Swords are those blocks which are not because of you. You cannot control them, but you can control whatever is like inside of you, and you can control all those bandages. So at least what you can do this week is to focus on your fears and focus on what am I trying to avoid seeing, what I don't want to see, like on what I try to close my eyes. But because of the outside factors, this week you will still feel like you're blocked. This week it's not gonna be an active week. It's gonna be a bit slow week, and you are blocked. You cannot see the whole picture, first of all, about whatever is happening. All you can do is to listen, as I've said, and listen and observe other people around you, because those Eight Swords, they are people around you as well. Maybe there are some friends or your co-workers to whom you cannot trust. They are saying something behind your back, and you should be more aware of that. Just listen what other people are saying, observe. But the less you do, the better it's going to be for you, but you cannot even do anything. Like, what you can do is to work on your fears. At least get rid of all those blocks which you made for yourself. Maybe a week later you're going to deal with the outside factors. But again, do not even waste your energy dealing with outside factors, because it's just not possible. It's not under your control, and you do not have all those skills, and you do not have those responsibilities, and you don't have this strength to take and fix all those Eight Swords and all those outside factors. Okay, next one we have Capricorn. So what should Capricorn expect? For Capricorn we have 9 Wands. That's how it looks. So when it comes to the 9 Wands, you can see on the card he has kind of a bandage over his head, and he is standing and he has one wand in his hand. So this week it feels like you are ready for something. You are ready for a fight, or you've been through a fight. You've been through some challenges, you've been through some conflicts, maybe at your work, maybe in your relationships, maybe you've had some problems in your career, in general, in your finances, maybe you lost some money, or you've been struggling recently. So something has been going on, and now you feel like I'm standing. I'm ready for whatever is gonna happen. I mean, that's it. It's good to be ready. It's good to be prepared for the things to come and for the worst things to come. But it can be just a little bit too much. You are too focused on defending yourself. You are too focused on getting into a fight. You're like, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to save myself. I'm ready to take control of whatever is happening, and I'm ready. And it can be a little bit too much because you're missing lots of important things. You're just focused on defending yourself, and you're focused with dealing with all those situations and consequences happening around you, and by doing that, you're missing lots of other important things in your life. And I want you to be very conscious about it during this week, my dear Capricorns. Another thing can be that you are very stubborn, right? You said, like, I'm gonna defend myself, I'm gonna stay here, but as I've just told you, you shouldn't be focused on that only, but you're still like, no, I'm gonna do that. This stubbornness behavior in yourself can actually be an issue this week. So do not be too stubborn about whatever is happening. Just be more flexible and adapt to certain situations and whatever is happening in your life. Also, if you have some problems, if you have some issues this week, do not get other people involved in your problems. Do not deal with your problems by yourself, and you can do that. Do not invite anybody, do not wait anybody to solve your problem, do not wait anybody to help you. You should take responsibilities for your actions. You should take responsibilities for all your problems and for all your mistakes, and deal with them by yourself. Again, do not get other people involved in whatever is happening in your life. Deal with that by yourself. Okay, do not rely on other people. Do not wait for other people. Do not wait for other people to support you, help you. You have yourself, and go and do these things by yourself. Be more independent and be more responsible for whatever is happening in your life. And at the same time, do not get involved in the other people's problems. You already have enough of your things going around. You already have things in your life to deal with and take care of. I want you to be more aware about whatever's happening in your life. Maybe you've been letting some things go. Maybe you've had some conflict, let's say, in your relationships, but you haven't been taking them seriously. You haven't been talking to your partner. You haven't been dealing with all those conflicts. And now this is the sign for you that this week there's no way back. Stop avoiding things in your life. Stop avoiding some conflicts. Stop avoiding some problems. Stop having some unsolved problems and conflicts. This week is to solve all of them. This week is to figure out the things which are happening in your life. This week is about going and talking and finding the solutions. So find the solutions to all your problems, to whatever is happening in your life. And it's because you already have so many things in your life, please do not get into other people's problems. Do not try to help anybody. Do not try to save any other people. Clearly know how to say no to other people, because again, take care of your own things and whatever's happening in your life. Just try to say no to other people, because I want you to focus on yourself, okay? Next one, we have Aquarius. So what should Aquarius expect? For Aquarius, we have 3 of Wands. That's how it looks. So when it comes to the 3 of Wands, this week for you, my dear Aquarius, is something, it's kind of the line between past and the future. You are wrapping up some things, and at the same time you are looking for the future. You are looking what is in front of me, whatever, what is there, what is in my future. So this week it may feel like a pause, it may feel a bit like a slow times, but you do need to take this pause. I want you to take it easy this week, and I want you to find out in general what you want to do in life, what are your plans, like what you want to do. And this week, as I've said, it's about wrapping up one stage in your life, or maybe it already happened, and not really yet starting a new one, because before starting a new one you need to plan, you need to observe, you need to see whatever is around you, what are the opportunities, what are different perspectives, like what can you do. So that's why this week it's about finishing one stage in your life and start thinking about the future, and start thinking how you can build your future and whatever is going to be in your future, how your future is going to look like. But it's not a week yet to make all those steps and already start building your future. This week it's more about analyzing, it's about researching. Maybe, I don't know, you're breaking up with your partner, so the breakup is going to happen, or it's already happened, I don't know. And now you're thinking, okay, this is how I see myself without my partner. This is how I'm going to live. This is what I'm going to do. This is my plans. Maybe you're going to move to a new place. This is like the week about trying to see the whole picture, trying to see the whole opportunities, and trying to map out your paths. Like, what is your path? What is your plan? What are your steps? What are your goals and dreams? What are you going to do? What is the next stage? But it's not again yet a time to step to this new stage, step to your new future. It's again about analyzing and seeing, because he is seeing, like he's like, what is there? what is there? Like, you're trying to see the whole picture, and I want you to do that during this week, my dear Aquarius. So it's again, some things are ending, but the new, they haven't started yet. So this is how this week is gonna be like. But again, just focus on building, analyzing, but not yet executing and stepping into the future. You need to see the whole picture. You need to see, what is my next step? Maybe you are quitting your job, and now you need to, before you start a new one, I want you to take this pause, and I want you to analyze and ask yourself, what do I want to do in my life? Like, how my future is going to look like, how my life is going to look like. Like, ask yourself. That's because some things they're going to get changed, and I want you to clearly know how it's gonna be before you execute it and before you start anything new in your life. Okay, last but not least, we have Pisces. What should Pisces expect? For Pisces, we have Page of Pentacles. That's how it looks. So when it comes to the Page of Pentacles, he is about trying something new. He is about creativity. He is about learning, and he's about getting the knowledge. So this is a sign for you that it's not a time yet to act. It's not time yet to make the moves. Why? Because you are lacking something right now, and you lack of knowledge, you lack of skills, and you lack of maybe expertise. This is a sign for you that you need to gain more skills, you need to gain more knowledge. Maybe you need to read some books, maybe you need to sign up for some online courses, but you already have one pentacle, right? Pentacles are related to money and career, so you already have something. So you are already on the stage of, let's say, you've been learning something for a long period of time. Maybe you've been pursuing your career for a long period of time, and you already have the skills, you already have some things you worked on. but it's not, this is only a page. Like, he's not going anywhere. He's not about execution. He has that, he looks at that, and it's not, and that's how it feels for you right now, and it is how it is for you right now. And it's not about actions yet. You still need to get more of the coins. You still need to work on this coin. You still need to gain more skills and knowledge. So if you've been studying something, if you've been learning a subject for a long period of time, continue doing that. It's not, again, a time yet to act and start a project. Maybe you've been learning a new career, as I said, I don't know, you've been wanting to become a marketing specialist, and this is a sign for you that you still need more skills. You still need to learn more in order to start accepting clients, in order to start your business. Maybe it's not yet, like, you're not ready yet. You're too fresh. You're a page. You're too fresh, and you lack of the knowledge, and you lack of the skills. So focus on developing them this week. But overall, it is a good week for you, my dear Pisces. Just like focus on growing yourself, developing yourself, develop personal growth, personal development, some skills, getting new knowledge, or continue doing what you already started. But again, it's just like not a time yet to start the project and wrapping this up. So continue studying, continue focusing on what you've been doing. You still lack of the things, and you're still a high chance of missing something, and there's a high chance of making some mistakes if you act right now. So do not speed up. Please be more patient, and after maybe a week later, you can actually act. So that's why don't forget to subscribe to my channel in order to get you focused for the week later, and maybe it's going to be time for actions. You never know. Okay, but that was it for my weekly tarot forecast and advice. Again, it's kind of a wrap up for the months of March. We are starting April, and we have a new moon, so it's a bit overwhelming week for many people and for many zodiac signs. I can see that, but doesn't matter whatever is going to happen. I wish you to have a great week and deal with everything. So do not forget to subscribe to my channel in order not to miss your weekly forecast. And again, if you want to get your personalized tarot reading, or if you want to get your monthly or weekly forecast, follow all the links below. Go to my website. You can also book an numerology session with me. So follow all the links. If you have any questions, if you have any comments about this forecast, leave them below. I will be happy to read and to respond to all of them. And thank you everyone for your support and for watching all my videos. Have a good week again, no matter what. Thank you. Bye bye.